he's going to win championships either way, right? If he'd win them with Kawhi or without him, then obviously it would be better without him. You know,
don't tell me, tell him.
If you have Kawhi, you're expected to win right away. Like next year, and every year you don't win it, it's a knock against you. And I actually think if Kawhi comes, I think like he comes next year, the most pressure, and if they don't win it, the most blame would go on LeBron and AD. And here's why. Kawhi, we just saw what Kawhi did, okay? And so I don't think he would get, if he comes here and they don't win it next year, how you gonna blame Kawhi? You know, assuming nothing crazy happens on the court. LeBron obviously is a winner and has won, but we've also seen him lose. So you could look, that people could look at that, and then AD has never won. So I think people would say, AD, man, what's it take for this guy to win? For LeBron, they say, wow, you know, he had all this help and he didn't win. Kawhi, I think, would get the least amount of blame. So, and then here's the other thing for LeBron. We've talked about him passing Kareem. He has to average 27 points per game over the next 3 years to do that. That's the length of his contract. He's obviously, that's if he averaged 72 games a year, which might be generous. That's obviously not happening if Kawhi's here. So I think clearly if he's going to win championships with just AD, his legacy has helped more in that regard. Now, if you look at it, what I think he has the best chance to win multiple championships with Kawhi. And he could get up to 5 and 6 in the finals, 6 and 6 in the finals, 6 and 7 in the finals, something like that. And then that looks a lot better.
They would lose the finals?
Potential. I mean, you know, it could.
Anything can happen.
Yeah. So but I think overall, I would agree with Skip on this. I think it clearly is better for him if he can win it with.
I'm trying to figure out, why would LeBron want this? A guy that had accomplished so much, that came to LA to retire. Isn't that what everybody told us, Chris Broussard? He came to LA to retire and to work on movies. Why would he want to get Kawhi and have that pressure heaped on him to win titles?
What's he doing right now as we speak?
The same thing everybody else doing. It's offseason.
Oh, it's offseason?
Yeah.
They're all making movies? Everybody's making a movie.
He's working out on the set, too.
Is he?
Chris,
like MJ did.
If you don't mind me asking, when they shot Space Jam, what was Michael doing?
That's right.
Was he playing basketball? Did he shoot that during the season?
And that was a comeback year for him.
Comeback! After he only played 17 games.
Quit putting Michael Jordan in the same sentence.
You keep breaking it up. Look, for me, it doesn't matter. With or without, we're trying to stack chips now. Because as you talked about, and I've said it many times, I believe people's minds are made up. Jordan is here, LeBron is here, or whomever else. However you have it, whatever you have now, that's the way it's going to be. There's nothing LeBron can do. LeBron can go win the next 6. And Skip basically going to say, but Michael Jordan went 6 for 6. There's nothing he can do.
I mean, if LeBron wins the next 6 and he's the MVP of 6 finals in a row, I'd say we got to have a different conversation.
Well, see, we got to have a different conversation. Not that he's the great, we got to have a different conversation. You see,
now it's a fair fight.
Now it's a debate, right?
Now it's a debate. With 9 finals MVPs and 12 and 9 titles.
To your point, Shannon, I do think, like I talked about the other day about LeBron being this CEO, this boss. I do think if Kawhi goes there, that helps his legacy in that regard. I think that just enhances the thought, man, LeBron is this boss.
And Kawhi want to be a boss. Well, he already pulled a boss move. So I'm up out of here, San Antonio.
Oh, that was a boss move?
Boss.
It was the least gutsy move in the history of no guts.
You don't know how to treat, you got to treat people right, Skip.
No backbone, no principle. I'll quit my way out of town. You like that?
You need to tell him.
I'm impressed.
Tell him.
Yeah. That puts him in Pantheon. That's a Mount Rushmore. Mount Hushmore is what it is, right? Oh. So I don't understand this. I've asked him this once, and I'm going to ask him this again.
What?
If you really loved your man LeBron, you would be rooting for no number 2. Because you would have a chance with Anthony Davis to do something really special. It would be a fair fight next year. And if LeBron pulled that off, I'd have to sit back and say, that was really good.
Who said that? Whoever's been in a fight and said they didn't fight fair? I'm fighting. So I got a better chance to win the title. Yeah. Can I win with just AD and others? Yes. But I greatly increased my chance. I greatly increased my ability to win with Kawhi. Because now we got 3 of the top 5, top 6 players.
Oh, you said it, top 5, right? Yep, 3 of the
Well, that's what
5.
I've been saying. But you've been calling Kawhi, he can't close. AD is 34 games under 500. If he was that guy, shouldn't he have won more?
Yeah, but you called him 3 of the top 5. And I'm going with you because you're the expert. You're the Hall of Famer.
Now I'm the expert.
Yeah.
Okay.
You are the expert. All I know is Michael Jordan would have never chased 2 of the other top 5 players. He just wouldn't. He wouldn't want it because it would be beneath his dignity to even want that.
It's beneath his dignity to ask general managers how you run a team. Because you see the picks that he keep making?
Okay, I'm the one first to tell you he's the worst GM in the history of the NBA.
Because the same thing
history. Well, show me, because nobody else could last this long. Because he's also the owner.
Well, he is the owner.
Yeah.
Well, that's what the thing.
So look, Mitch Kupchak's the GM now.
I guess so. But who's pulling the strings?
Mitch Kupchak went to where? North Carolina. Where did Michael Jordan go?
Right.
Skip, stop it. The same thing that you applaud him for is what works to his detriment now.
Okay, but this would cement the fact that LeBron's the all-time front runner in the history of the game because he's front running down to Miami. I need D Wade and Chris Bosh. And Chris Bosh was like a top 20 player as opposed to a top 5 player, right?
Yeah.
So
probably even
he probably top 10. He probably was top 10.
He was closing in on
top
he was around. He was one of the top 3 power forwards, maybe. He was.
Oh, no. I thought you were talking about D Wade.
15.
I thought you were talking about D Wade.
Oh, D Wade?
Oh, yeah, I'm saying D Wade was top 10.
At that time, Bosh was, I think Bosh was top 15.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
whatever. But now we're talking about 2 of the top 5, says you. Okay?
Okay.
So the point is, why would you suddenly want to be, I think, the biggest favorite in the history of the NBA next year? It'll be close, but I think even beyond what Golden State had.
Well, remember the Lakers talking about big threes. Like, there's a question, would this be the most talented big 3 ever? Well, the Lakers had Jerry West, Elgin Baylor, and Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah.
And only won 1. And actually, Elgin wasn't even a part of that.
Yeah, he retired. He retired the season.
They won.
They won.
They kept running up against Bill Russell and the Celtics.
But the Lakers had more talent, right?
Okay.
Top talent?
Yep, they did.
Yeah, with those 3.
But it was Bill Russell's intangibles that tilted that in favor of Boston. So the point is, like in Magic's run, were they supremely talented? Yes, they were. So was Boston. Yeah. So there was a rival. There was an arch rival that beat them a couple of times.
Yeah,
right?
but the thing was, you had McAdoo coming off the bench. You had Michael Thompson coming off the bench. They were just so, because you think about it. You got Magic, James Worthy, and Kareem, all top 50 players. You throw in Coop, who was a defensive player of the year. You throw in Jamal Wilkes.
Byron Scott.
They were loaded. But see, Skip, you see how people do this? They forget the fact that the Celtics back in the 80s had the big 3 Celtics. They had Bird, they had Parrish, and they had McHale. And then they trade for Nate Archibald, the only man to lead the league in scoring and assists in the same season. Then
he was there for the first championship.
Right. And then who did they get? Dennis Johnson, who was the finals MVP. Were any of those guys drafted by the Celtics? No. But see, we've been conditioned. As long as a team put the team together, it's okay. Right. But the way the guys are doing it now, they have the power. Oh, I want to play with him. Kawhi. Hey, Kawhi, what you think, bro? Can we link up?
Well, look, I'm not even sure. I don't know if Kawhi even met with Rob Pelinka. I don't think he met with Frank Vogel. So that's
what we do.
Magic and LeBron, that's what I mean, the boss. But you know, it would be stacked. It would be stacked. There's no question about it.
So would he trust an organization that he hasn't even researched?
Because
Magic did a lot to dispel any concerns.
And Magic is what now? He's out.
He's Magic.
The shadow president.
And he's a shadow president.
That's what he is.
He's the shadow president publicly trashed the rest of the organization.
I will tell you this. Magic does need to, if they get Kawhi, he got to get some type of consultant's fee.
Yeah.
He really does. Because he was making, I think, $10 million a year. Yeah. He should give at least give him it for this year.
Yeah.
Give it to him.
And Skip, I kept telling you, you know who runs this team? It goes Jeannie Buss. It goes LeBron James.
You went in the reverse order.
Nah, we let Jeannie.
Huh?
We can't do no. We don't want to upset the card. But you know what's going on. Jeannie and then LeBron.
Okay, but if you go get you recruit number 2 to come. Yeah. Now you got 3 of the top 5. Who's your rival? Who? Like, I've made a case Utah really improved dramatically, but they're not in the same universe with this.
No.
There's no other big 3.
Okay. Is Philly reconstructed in the same universe? No.
Really?
No.
You want Al Horford and Ben Simmons or Compton?
Okay, I'm just saying, no, I said no. Nobody, it's over. throw the parade. You like that? Is that what you want?
The moment Kawhi signed, I think I'm going to give it.
How can you take satisfaction in that?
Easy. Let me tell you, I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it. Yeah. Every day coming to work.
Yeah. Really? And it would be funny if they fell on their faces.
Oh, no. Yeah. But see, by the time that happens, it'll be long gone. I'll be probably like 62, 63 by the time that happens. Because I got a feeling we're about to string some things together.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to remind you, the GOAT, as you call him, number 6, the new number 6, he is always